Hello everybody, this is TSdL, Season 7, round of 64. We have Mr. Take It Easy vs. Glass. Mr. Take It Easy is running a 3-tank box with 1 off-tank. So, Mr. Take It Easy can't afford to first pick a DPS here. Especially against this box that doesn't have Lucretia or TSdL, which means a physical tank could work just fine. You don't necessarily need a magical one. First ban Rosin with Glass's box makes sense because it's mostly a AoE box. A couple of assassins to capitalize on the AoE, like Omega, Sherry, Gear Absalon. And the rest is pretty much AoE, so first ban Rosin makes sense. Then you ban Ham. Seems that Mr. Glass is going for tank push style. Bans a tank because he wanted to pressure Mr. Take It Easy into picking... Actually, yeah, Mr. Take It Easy running a 4-tank box. Hilda, Freya, Christie, Juggler. Interesting to ban the Hilda there. And I can see why Mr. Take It Easy ran Bozel. Box does have Liko, but Bozel can definitely overpower it. Plus, Mr. Take It Easy didn't want to have to pick a healer against this Bozel, because there's not anything to assassinate this Bozel in this box, really. Banning Rosin and Listel. Listel is pretty effective against tank push, especially without any way to immunize the heal reversal, like with Rosin. And banning the Rosin is probably... But it's not necessarily that Mr. Take It Easy wants Glass to pick a healer here. Instead, I think it could be more that next round Mr. Take It Easy would be thinking about banning Rosin Liana and then forcing Glass into Close, because Close is a bit lacking in utility. She pretty much just brings heals. And some good debuff removal as well. Second pick, Sherry. If it's Goblin Sherry, it should be able to kill this Lana. Although, Lana will probably run into Langrisser here and probably be AoE, so Sherry would have to kill her twice. Cutting out the Himiko because she's annoying to deal with, a good AoE combo. Banning out Ares because Mr. Take It Easy doesn't want Ares to walk in and pull units closer, maybe in range of Sherry follow-up. Worth mentioning that Freya does do a fair amount of fixed damage before battle, but it probably won't entirely wipe Sherry's goblins. So Sherry probably can't hit the Freya and then go assassinate something like Alana. Glass actually with a 4 healer box decides to pick Leon 3rd, which could force Glass into having a 2 healer comp last, either that or a pick between a tank and a healer, which Freya isn't going to be particularly useful here. And that means Glass loses all his DPS, so this is going to be a protect the Sherry comp. I do believe that Sherry can kill Liko. She will have Gospel, she'll have Jarden. There's no way for Miracle, or there's no source of damage reduction on Mr. Take It Easy's side. Probably Sherry can't snipe Lewin, though. It was a bit too bulky for that. And Ellen or Luna here, I mean, there's pretty much no magic, so I can't imagine we're gonna see Luna. Interestingly, Mr. Take It Easy wants to fight the Leonhardt, and also does pick the Luna. I suppose Luna could bait the Sherry. She could be good for... She is a buff for Liko, and she is a buff for Lana, so there's a decent AoE combo there. Lewin also can contribute to the AoE combo. Although Liko is the only sort of healer in this composition, so probably tied to running Mass Heal here, but still, she can run Dark Despair now, rather than her buff, because I'm imagining Luna's going to be buffing for Lana and Liko. Elwyn I can see not picking. I do like Elwyn against Landius. I think it's fine, especially, and it's a good, valuable pick last as well. Elwyn's hard to kill. Unless, I mean, Elwyn can just strip Landius' guard and then make something happen that way. Plus he would have done a good job at zoning this Leonhardt. Although, Leonhardt probably just brings like Dark Centaurions to deal with it. But it forces Leonhardt into a less than optimal troop choice. And plus, if Elwyn, well, I guess on this map, running heavy infantry is just not going to be that great. This looks like an Overlord's badge Lewin. Very high attack. And Bolt Rangers on the Luna should not brace her, but Bolt Rangers are probably enough here to tank this Sherry. As we figured, AoE Lana, and yes, Liko does keep Mass Heal. Also not a bracer. These are all relevant things to consider for the next game. Although, with Mr. Take It Easy first banning Bozal after the Rosin ban, kind of shows that there's not, outside of Bozal, there's not much AoE debuffing Lasson's box. Raid Sherry. This is a little awkward only having one Gospel here. You have to decide, does Leonhardt get the Gospel or does Sherry get the Gospel? Leonhardt's probably more of a disposable trade unit here. Opens something up to get hit by Sherry. So could maybe hit him first. Everything else is standard. Interestingly, a 5-star Leonhardt. Not Boots. Could be Judge. That HP does look a bit low, so maybe it is Judge Talisman, which would be pretty good against this Holy Liko and this Holy Lana. Lana's a bit low on HP. Yeah, it looks like Mr. Take It Easy is going to be using the Wind God Realm to just really push up in the center as fast as possible. But yeah. Luna's aura should extend to here. It's 2 blocks, so Lewin, wouldn't get any extra mobility, but I mean, he already reaches the Lando. Not fully moving up with Freya, but it is still keeping Mr. Take It Easy units in guard range, which is important. Going straight for the act again. Because Sherry did breeze. 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like Sherry's targeting Luna here, but she wouldn't be able to run away after because there'd be 2 enemies in range. To reach anything else? 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. 1 block off the Liko. And this was the edge of her range to hit Luna, so she can't hit Liana. Or, excuse me, Lana. Too many L names. But a good move. Lana's still in tank range, and plus, I was gonna say, I mean, they can kind of force the Iris 3C here. The other thing is Sherry won't have an attack buff. You could single target heal. Did not get a very lucky roll on that, unfortunately. Leonhardt would die. I think these other units would manage to tank it. Wow, what is... Oh, but I guess... Try to... Yeah, kills Liko? We'll see. No. Yeah, the Crystal Warlocks not only are pretty tanky there, they're also reflecting damage, and that Sherry was pretty low on HP. So, probably she just killed herself before she could do all the ticks, and yeah, Leonhardt goes down to the AoE after. And she managed to get the 5, so, but after Sherry fails that kill, it's pretty much GG. 2 healer comps can't afford to trade like that. Yeah, Glass knows it. Concedes. Yeah, no, the AoE counter engage. Really nice thing. I think Iris probably had to use 3C there. Mr. Take It Easy would have turn priority. So Lana always gets to do her AoE again. The only way you can save Leonhardt is to use Iris 3C. And maybe just a little greedy on the Sherry act again. This time, Mr. Take It Easy opts to first ban Rosin himself. Makes sense with his box. It does lean more towards the AoE side of things. Though it is flexible enough. Units like Owen in this box are there to pick as traders, donors. But the core strategy of the box seems to be mostly based around AoE. And this time, double tank ban. I can understand banning Hilda Christie here. Hilda is really annoying for Epsilon to deal with. Epsilon doesn't really have a talent unless he crits, and he just does a lot less damage with that crits. It also screws over his faction buff effect. So there is Landius buff, although Landius buff does not actually grant a damage bonus to Epsilon, because Landius buff counts as a class effect, which Epsilon ignores. But regardless, Freya does not offer any sort of aura to protect, unless you attack close enough, which Epsilon does not have to. Banning the Jug is picking up the Himiko. Himiko's gonna be good here since Rosin's banned. She'll be nice at preventing follow-up, she'll be hard to remove. Although, Mr. Take It Easy is again leaning more towards the AoE side of things here. Which, single target, doesn't particularly like fighting Himiko. It can work, but especially if you have certain tools. But AoE tends to have an easier time dealing with her, because you don't have to burn through her talent. Cunningham, Lucretia, both strong picks. And I think Liana got banned last round, because Glass was sort of trying to push Mr. Take It Easy into picking a healer, which he did pick Liko. Otherwise, Liko and Flo would have been banned, and against this Himiko, and potentially a Leonhardt, that could be pretty devastating. Glass opting to pick up a healer, lest he get double healer banned himself, and be neutered against this AoE. Lana already has a buff secured for her in the form of Licorice. We might also see Luna last year again. And Mr. Take It Easy pretty much getting the exact same composition. Pick up close here because Glass doesn't think that a second attack will be effective, which I agree. It's really not going to do much. No Luna, but instead we get Bernhardt. And Bernhardt honestly might be more threatening than Luna here, because he's another component to the AoE combo. 4 of Mr. TakeIteasy's units can AoE. Although Liko would have to drop mass heal if she wants to buff. Which she probably would not want to do. There is only one AoE from Glass though, it could be handled. But I think mass heal, buff, transform maybe is probably the safe bet here. But yeah, this heal block is kind of nasty. Close 3C does remove debuffs before healing, but the 3C heal is definitely a lot less potent still. I mean, between Iris and Close, screw this all. I think I would give the edge to Mr. TakeIteasy Swamp here. Yep, Epsilon bringing double guard ignore. I mean, it is a buff by Landius nonetheless. But gargoyles, I mean, we've seen Pepsi with gargoyles recently, not doing too hot at killing stuff. Especially with the Landius buff that isn't giving him any additional damage. Himiko with the standard skill set. And yeah, Mr. TakeIteasy just opting to run full support Liko. Mass resist actually pretty nice against the Himiko, I agree with that. Didn't think about that. It'll prevent the mobility down, it's more buffs in your on your bar, so hopefully she removes something less annoying. And transform is not necessary on Liko in this match. It's nice for endgame. Mr. TakeIteasy opting to bring Crystal Warlocks anyway. Part of the thing that makes Liko actually a solid endgame hitter is that she has so much healing effect, and her transform converts the healing effect into damage. So if you bring Sorks on Liko, you give them a ton of damage percent, they can actually hit pretty hard. Which can make Liko a nice endgame cleanup unit. But shouldn't be necessary here, it's all about this AoE combo. And on Glass's side, it's all about can Himiko go in, get something done, and then maybe chip somebody, and then maybe Epsilon could swoop in, take somebody out. Probably take out Liko, which would be his best target, although Liko's going to be staying pretty far away here. And there's plenty of units to be walling this Epsilon. I mean, there's also a Bernhardt here, who could prevent Epsilon from getting even more attack. Looks like a balance, or does not look like balanced blade. Pretty high attack. I'd be kind of surprised, but it could be. It could just be like crazy chance as always. 1500 burn is pretty nuts. Wait, it's 100% full moon. Yeah, low HP is. But I mean, it's not like a hammer is that much more. Well, I guess it is like 500 more HP than a balance blade, because balance blade doesn't have HP as a stat. But yeah, if it is balance blade, then this is like over 35% attacking chance. I would guess. Epsilon got a Tenyo's buff, so that's what Glass is going for here, and it looks like Epsilon just gonna probably go straight for the Liko trade. It is Mr. TakeIteasy's best source of healing. Technically there is Lewin's single target that can also provide some additional healing, but that'll be difficult. I'm pretty sure Epsilon still reaches because of that Tenyo's. No, he does not. He is exactly one off. Oh wait. Oh, yeah. He's one off with 3C, but this skill is 2 range. And Liko is out of guards, so it didn't matter that he moved. And nothing can actually go and hit this Pepsi. Lewin and Burn are both out of position. Don't really want to spend a bunch of AoEs killing him either. 100% damage reduction too. Pretty nutty. But okay, looks like we're just gonna... Looks like Mr. Take It Easy is gonna take out the Epsilon with just AoEing him. Sword Dance would kill here for sure. Could risk it with a line AoE, hope you clock. Or hope you get a good clock with your Elemental Echo. Mr. Take It Easy will be getting turn priority next turn, right? Because Liko had not moved yet. So doesn't necessarily have to kill Epsilon right now. Could still push up. Which is what Mr. Take It Easy is gonna do. I mean, even Lana can still push up and still kill him. Himiko just poking a bit, maybe fishing for a clock, and she got it, so free damage. Yeah, I mean, I kind of don't like that play with Himiko just because 70% of the time you probably just waste, well... Okay, yeah, Lana's showing off her huge-ass range. I guess the fact is that Mr. Take It Easy doesn't have very good sources of healing at this point, so any damage is damage that cannot be removed. But still, I feel like you could get a better line AoE, and 70% of the time, you don't get that AoE back. Like Himiko going in and AoEing the entire team, and then line AoEing them. Yeah, Glass is... I mean, if Himiko goes down, Glass loses. Let's see what Close gave her. Oh my god. Close gave her the healing block immunity. And actually, Glass, last turn, probably did not want to use Iris 3C. Precisely because of this Bernhardt Sword Dance. If... Oh, this Himiko might be dead. Yeah, I think Lana can't reach. I think that's the problem here. Yeah, it's skill range +1, black hole's normally 3. So yeah, Lana can't reach is why Mr. Take It Easy is just like, whatever. That's probably... Last probably recognized that too, so knew that he could put up Aurora Ring here. Worth mentioning that, despite there being no heals on this team, there is Bernhardt Werewolves and Lewin Sandseas. Himiko stealing a whole bunch of nice stuff. Just looking to see if she stole guard or anything. She did not. But yeah, Glass got kind of lucky there with that. Well, I guess it's not really a matter of luck, because since there's no Lana follow-up to begin with, then even if Himiko got heal blocked, Aurora Ring would have just purged it. Yeah, Esther, I hopefully will be casting your guys' game, if I'm still awake, which I probably will be. Yeah, I know, it's in, like, hour and a half, right? Wait, no. Yeah, hour and a half. probably doesn't kill. Yeah. I think the problem is just eventually this team's gonna get worn down. Yep. Lana just dies. Mr. Take It Easy recognizes he's beat. The Tenyo on Epsilon at the beginning of the game. Oh, and then also just having the 2-range skill on Epsilon is what costed that game. There was like some potential to play around it, not really, because you can't play like your opponent's gonna get a Tenyo breeze. You just can't. Yeah, just Glass getting some nice RNG and taking advantage of it properly. Because once Liko goes down in that game, Mr. Take It Easy doesn't have a healer, and Himiko can play. And yeah, same map. I swear, man, this game, with its like best of 3 systems, it really loves to give the same map twice. A lot more than it feels like it should. I don't think we saw any box swaps last game. Probably won't. Oh, well, we might. I mean, at this point, players do have the tools to make large box swaps. Pretty much everybody is playing along. I do think Glass is from a newer server. Let me check. Nope, floating city. Okay. Okay, yeah, Mr. Take It Easy is just like, okay, let's run an entirely different box. Swapping out 8 characters. Glass sticking with what he's comfy with. So this is definitely more of a rush box now. I mean, there's still 2 tanks. But now there's a Kaya here. A lot of assassins were added. I mean, this is pretty much like an assassin box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. In first banning the Akaya here, I think that it's probably better for Glass to be removing threats. I mean, if you look at Glass's box and compare it to Mr. Take It Easy's box, just right off the bat, Glass is going to be outranged anyway, regardless of the Akaya. And there's still a Werner too. But now there's not. Taking out the Meteor buff, which does stunt a Sherry and Werner pick. Mr. Take It Easy, on the other hand, just banning out Assassins plus Himiko. Because man, is Himiko annoying. And now there's actually a lot of tools for Mr. Take It Easy to handle this Bozel. Many Assassins that can take them out, so we see Bozel going out later. The second pick, Werner. Werner with Double Strike does kill Sherry. He won't have a buff yet. Sources of attack buffs in this box, there's plenty still. There's Liana, Kiera, Florentia, T-Dress, and Lucretia. Technically, I think Tiaras has the 1-ray attack support, but you know. It's better than nothing, I guess. Tiaras getting banned. Kira getting banned. Tiaras would definitely make Werner 3C a lot scarier. Werner 3C can whiff quite a bit, especially when a Lando R is around and he doesn't have the faction buff effect. Well, even if he does have Lando faction buff effect, that 3C also ignores class, like Epsilon, so it doesn't work there. Mr. Take It Easy forcing Glass into picking a healer, and last round he banned out Kira and Ares, just taking out the assassins, not letting Glass have an easy way to teleport Mr. Take It Easy's team into this AoE stuff. It looks like TSdL will be the attack buff of choice for this Werner, probably. Likely we'll see last pick Elwyn here. Like, another tank is not really going to do anything against this proposal. And just a second tank was useless for Glass. And so now we have another game where Glass has been forced into picking 2 healers or a tank. Kind of is a problem with running a 3-tank, 4-healer box. That your opponent can always push you into that line. Decent comp for both sides. Werner, I think, just has to play in tank range, and it looks really tough for Glass to do anything, but maybe Bolzol can get in range and get some really nasty debuffs off, though. But that's going to be pretty hard with he just being able to teleport Werner in. Just silence him. Yeah, but I mean, Mr. Take It Easy's comp has a pretty big mobility advantage here, and plus there's Elwyn forcing everybody over here to play in tank range. I mean, it's the same for Sherry. But unless it's 1-up Sherry, then she dies for killing him. And yeah, that's actually a pretty good trade for Glass. If Sherry could kill Werner here somehow, then it's just Bolzol against this. I could definitely see Bolzol breaking through before Lando dies. Yeah, should probably run Colossus Bolzol. Just so if Lando does die, Bolzol can take some Elwyn hits. Running Assassin Sherry. We see Discipline on close. Nice. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much just single target and buff dispels on the tank, so Aurora Ring's not going to do that much. Might as well be able to have her punch something. I mean, she can do pretty okay damage. Like, this close has been it. Missed that about close. I used to love using her to punch shit. Even though I almost never did run it. Then everything else is standard. But yeah, the question is, did Sherry? Yeah, Sherry doesn't even bring 3C. This Werner would be dead because of his troop choice. But it's Goblin Sherry, so now he's probably not dead. Yeah, Infantry Werner with Apex boots. Which is mostly why you'll see people run an Infantry Werner. Does mean Werner is 9 range, which is nice. Yeah, outrages Sherry by 1. Let's see. Yeah, Hilda brought Broken Arrow, so Sherry can't bounce off the... can't just punch Hilda, bounce off of it, and then go hunt. I mean, a core issue is that Sherry can't really attack this Werner at 2 range, right? And she will die for it. And it looks like Lord of the World, which usually indicates, unless they are a masturbator, that she is last rights rather than muting. Scariest shit Easy could do is probably teleport Werner in after Bolzol moved already. Yeah, I mean... I guess that's the question, though. Is a 1-for-1 Werner trade worth it? But we'll see, yeah. Werner's just gonna go kill the Bolzol. Actually, yeah, Werner hits from here. Moves back 3. Sherry can't punish this. This is as far as Sherry can reach. And this is pretty much the only chance you will get to kill this Werner. But yeah, Bozel got moved up a bit hastily, let's say. Not respecting the TSdL teleport. I mean, frankly, it's gonna be hard no matter where you move that Bozel. Act again plus TP plus high power assassin. Yeah. It's a tough. Easy got a pretty crazy comp here. I mean, Elwyn buffing the Werner too is really nice. Yeah, now Werner just takes the kill. I mean, Werner will kill Angel Sherry in these conditions. Much less Goblin Sherry. So yeah, with Glass, I think I do kind of feel that it's a bit of a box problem having 3 tank, 4 healer. I mean, 2 tank, 4 healer works pretty well, and you can still kind of get forced into that last thing, but it's a bit harder for your opponent to do, and plus you can pack in another threat, which is more likely to pull out, I lost my train of thought, shit. But yeah, this is Mr. Take It Easy bringing out the long leg assassin box, which is just really good against Glass's box. Faster pick ban than the match itself, yeah, damn. The box Mr. Take It Easy pulled out just pretty much entirely outranged Glass's box and just was able to easily shut down a lot of Glass's win conditions. I like to see a nice box swap like that, but yeah, maybe Glass could mess around with his box a bit, try to pack some more threats in there if he has them, and that. Because you need some really good carries if you can only get 2 of them in a game, right? And they generally can't be traitors either, unless your only win condition is going to go sit in center after you kill something. Because neither of you can kill each other after you traded. But yeah. Congratulations to Mr. Take It Easy for advancing to the round of 32. And better luck next time to Glass.